everyone. Thought I'd just give you a bit of a walkthrough of my sort of zone 1 veggie garden area, a little bit of slash zone 2 with some fruit trees going in as well too. I'm just starting up here at the top of the property. I've had to fence it because we've had kangaroos, wallabies, deer, everything wants to come in and try to eat what we've got growing. So here, this is the highest point of zone 1. I've got water currently being pumped up here, although over the fence you see the beginnings of there's a dam there, but we just haven't quite plumbed it in to the water supply. So coming down along the northern fence, got some of the good old banner grass going. That's currently just performing as a bit of a nurse plant for my avocado, which seems to be like another child. How much work and effort I'm having to put into it. I'm trying to get some avocados going. So being on clay, I've had to build up the soil here. I've got to build up a bit of a rock wall, bit of comfrey there. And then down along the fence line, you'll see I've got some more banner grass going in. Really finding it handy to feed our goat, using it as a good mulch. Just a good general purpose, just a provider of carbon for the soil as well too. We swing around, you'll see that I've got, this is a garden bed that I've put in. It's all done with logs. At the moment it's just overgrown. I've let it go. I've only got so much time to do things in the garden here, so at least I've got this here for in the future when hopefully I have more time. If I come down again, most of these are sort of on contour. I didn't put a dumpy or laser level on or anything, just sort of did it by eye. So coming down, another bed there that I've grown coriander through it. And now I've just sort of topped it up with a bit more soil, and I've thrown a whole lot of seeds in there, so just as a bit of a cover crop. Down here, the next bed, these are the more sort of the established beds. So got some tomatoes in there. They're just looking a bit scraggly from all this rain we've had. Something that I've been trying to do in each of my beds is get water to each bed, and I've got a drip system. I'm not always here every day, every morning, I haven't got time. So being able to turn on the pump with my phone, get some water to the beds if needed, is really handy. So just some tomatoes, they'll start to come on a bit better now that hopefully we're through this rain. Another bed here, so this is not currently being used, so just trialing some new methods of putting cardboard on top just to try to stop the weed growth, and then when we're ready to use them, they're much easier to sort of bring back into existence. That's another bed, got the hose tap on the end, and then we've got another bed down here. So I'm just trialing this one with some tarps. I've had a lot of wind lately, so tarps are looking a bit ragged from all the wind. One more bed down here, so no tap on this one yet, haven't got the water to it, but it's here for when we've got the time to put in and be able to grow more veg. So walking along this way, this is where we get into more of the older part of the garden. We've been here for 5 years now. This was all just bush, so I did have to clear it. Got a Mariposa plum going here, needs a bit of a prune. Dragon fruit, hoping to get some fruit off that pretty soon. You can see the cardboard's blowing around with that wind. A Buddha's hand seems to be doing quite well for me. Mulberry tree, that's the mulberries from cutting. We've got a more established tree down below. These are my 3 main beds that we're using at the moment. So I started the top one. I've got some zucchini growing along here. This is just a little bit of a trial for some mulch. I grew a whole lot of coriander last year, let it go to seed. So this is just a little bit of a trial to see how it goes. There's a bit of Clive Keeble's ginger starting to come up. You can see through there. The beetroot. There we've got this self-seeded passion fruit just came up. So my belief is if it's something just turns up, I tend to just let it go. Obviously it wants to be there. Parsley just keeps coming back now for us each year. So we'll parsley through here. spring onions. I think there's some leeks in here as well too. Daikon, tomatoes. We've grown tomatoes in all the beds, and we just keep getting them come up, so we just let them go. Zucchini, we're coming on, getting heaps of zucchini at the moment. I think we've got some eggplant in there, but we've been getting a lot of kookaburras coming in and digging up worms, so I've had to put a little bit of a protection zone over the top. More zucchini. We'll come down to this next bed. So we've got Lebanese cucumbers growing over this bit of wire, and then I've got potatoes that just came up on their own. We grew potatoes in here, so they're kind of just coming back for us. Squeeze through here. Got some bush beans, a whole lot of bush beans coming up. Tend to like them in salads, and we can store them quite easily. So yeah, got heaps of beans coming on. Probably got to go through and have another pick through those. And then come down to the original bed. This is the first one we put in. A bit of rocket, and I'm now just sort of letting go to seed. It's quite peppery now, so kids don't really like eating it. Basil, so we'll just keep starting to pick the heads off the basil now, so keep it going. Tomatoes just coming up. Spring onions. The beans that we've got from Misty Ridge, I'm just letting them go to basically dry off so I can use the seed again. A little bit of corn and beans. Going to do the Three Sisters, but running pumpkin through here just makes it really hard to walk around, so kind of just left that with the beans. That's a red corn, can't remember the name, it's like Aztec corn or something, so it's not great for eating, but it's good for the chooks. So we're trying to look at ways to feed the animals without having to buy feed. It's a bit of a salad mix through here, we just like picking through over summertime. Another bit of a salad mix with some mustard greens, and then we've got some gherkins as well too. So just along here. All right, back on the other side of the garden bed. So here we are with some more garden beds. This one's still not in production or anything, so we're just doing the cardboard on it. This is our herb garden down along here. So we've got the rosemary. There's all oregano, pizza thyme, orange thyme, lemon thyme, bit of this sawtooth coriander, which is a perennial, I believe, which is handy. We like it in coriander year round, so that's good to get. Heaps of the Italian herbs. This is a Tuscan rosemary, a little bit finer leaf. When we go down, it's all a bit overgrown here, but there is a garden bed that I've put in there. And another one there as well too. So we've got lots of potential up here when we get more time. So if I spin around for a little bit of perspective on where we are, that's where our garden beds were, or I was before. Looking up there, there's a fig tree. The dog could shoot it right down to nothing last year, and then it's sort of come back for us, so we thought it was gone, but it's managed to hang in there. Looking along here, we've got some elderflowers that were just done from cuttings, so they're just running along there. We only put them in this year, so sort of trying to create like a little bit of a hedge and a windbreak, just for the seasonal sort of winds that we get here. Yeah. Got a loquat tree, honey loquat, and then as we walk up along this fence line, there's pigeon peas mixed in amongst here all. Just find it's just a good nitrogen, sort of easy to grow as well too. We got given a handful of seeds, and then we just sort of throw them everywhere. Little citrus, trying to think of the name, the Italian drink. I can't think of it anyway. This one's a little pineapple guava as well too. And then we go back up a few more trees, and then we're looking back up. So I've actually done the lap around the Zone 1 garden. Yeah.